Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 4 of this Inca campaign. We have our institution spreading. We've almost reached 100 authority, so we can expand via colonies to try and get to Brazil, because that's where Portugal or Spain or France, Brazil or the Caribbean is usually the first one, and I think it'd probably be better to go through Brazil. That's my call. So yeah, that's kind of all that really needs to be done. Need to keep an eye out for the separatists that are going to fire up here. But the army's slowly getting built back up from the unification wars. And yeah, I'm thinking of colonising this one first because it's 7 dev, which will give us more authority. These ones are all just like 5 dev, 5, like 3, 4. These are as well. Do I want to go this way then? Because that's 1-7 dev, and then I think actually I might go up here because that's 3 provinces, and then I get 4 from Musica. Well, I'll do that. But I do also want that province, so I'll get that one first, just for the authority that it'll give. Because the more authority I get, the quicker I get to reform, which means the quicker I get institutions, which means the quicker I can tech up. Which means that, faster, the faster you are, the better you can retaliate at the Europeans and all the colonisers. If you don't have it's either Conquest of Paradise or it's the other one. If you don't have that, you don't have the authority, and you can just dev push institutions. So you don't even need to reform your religion. You just get it done quickly, even quicker than what you can do here. So I was debating restarting the campaign, getting back up to this point, but without authority. It makes the entire campaign much easier. It makes the entire achievement much easier. But I figured, for the achievement, I'll do it the right way. Admittedly, we don't have not golden century, is the first one, Conquest of Paradise. I don't have Conquest of Paradise, so I can't turn it on or off. Ooh, send for a trained medicus. Oh, he's dead. But yeah, I don't have Conquest of Paradise, so I can't. We don't have the tribes moving around, so I won't be able to see any of them come and meet me. But yeah, I can't control it. This one, however, I can, and I decide to keep it just because it's probably better. I love that. I've got a picture of a gun. But if you were to do that, I own this. I own all of this, but I can't take it. Guayaquil. There. There we go. On the defensive as well, which makes it much easier. And then waiting for the Quito separatists. I don't want to tech up if I don't have to. Though the global settler increase is very what's the word? Very tempting. I'll save it for once I do have the reform, which is right now, or should be. No? Come on. Right now. There we go. Expand the MITMA policy. Oh God. Okay, that's a fun one. We will do native coexistence because we are the natives and we will defend our land, whatever the cost may be. Tech up. Send there. Can't deal with the Keto separatists, which is always good. But the expansion has begun, which means we will do what is best for our nation and the people who live in it. There go them separatists. You go deal with them. You go deal with them. Come on. Come on. Faster. Here we go, finally. Ooh. This is colonizing now. Very good. 25 per year. The revolters must be punished. Forbid them to serve in our armies. So they get less manpower, but we get less unrest. I don't think we get unrest, so I'll take the stability. Because I do need the manpower. Can still only build forts, which is very nice. Take the legitimacy hit. That's the only one I worry about. We can have it works. More stab cost, but I'll take the reduced tech cost. Thank you very much. Reduced stab costs are always good in my opinion. No, reduced tech costs. What would we want our next reform to be? I'd say either manpower or morale of armies, because we need those. We need one of those to get the third one, or to reform the bureaucracy. Legitimacy doesn't worry me. We're making quite a bit of money, so I could potentially colonize 2 at once. Which is an idea, but I don't think a good one. I don't want to waste any of my points at all. I say after I've done that. But I don't want to waste points on tech if I can avoid it. So if I can get closer to the Spanish, or, you know, the colonizer that will come, I think we'll be alright. If I just improve with them and befriend them and then declare war on their colony and seize all its land. Ooh, 444. Much better than the 261 or whatever we had before. Might be 262. I much prefer a balanced ruler. So we are making enough money. So I'll take these. More points is more good. Probably going to give the nobility the points next. But that's because we need mill points to keep up with the Europeans. Where did I just build a temple? The Chuhwani or something like that. Deny it fervently. Wasn't there. I swear it wasn't. It might have been then. If it wasn't... If it's not up here... I swear it began with a T. Am I just stupid? It's Esmeraldas. Right, there's one way to find out. Tempo. One there, one there. Might have been Tiahuanco. Maybe. Yeah, sure, move the whackers to the temple. That unrest looks very tasty. Great. Just one province that's very unhappy, and that's this one. Why is that? Just because of all the separatism. Ah, great. They're going to love being Quechua. I know it might not be the fastest, but I do like to have a little bit of RP, just because it's fun. And this achievement doesn't look like it'd be too hard, or looks like it's harder than it looks like it's easier than what its achievement percentage says it's going to be. So it's easier than it looks, I think, because all you really need to do is grab all the coastline provinces, or even then you don't have to. You could just work on all the inland provinces and let the Europeans colonize everything else and just take it from the colonies, because that's what, because the Europeans don't get called in. But what is that? How peculiar. I am not too sure. It looks like it could... I initially thought it was like maybe the tip of Brazil, but it's not, because it's way too far over. Must be like some form of island that's clipping through Terra Incognita. Must be. Ooh, tea. Very nice. Our first bit of tea. Leaf water. What do we make as a country? Make quite a bit of cocoa. Oh, there are some cloth provinces. That's good to remember for when we reform. So we can dev push all the religions. Not really all the religions. So we can dev push all the institutions. That'll be very handy. Lima. Go to Europe. Conquest of Pachacamac. We're in control of the Oracle of Pachacamac. Pachacamac. Held sacred by all who follow the Inti faith. Inca is Inti. Yes, we are. Right, this is going to be a very slow colonization. Next one is by 10. Tech 10. So ideas 5, we're going to want expansion. We don't need exploration, I don't think. Expansion mixed with exploration is the super speedy, global setter increase plus 20. Ooh, just in time. Don't really need any of these though. Guess I'll take the war taxes. I should have humiliated a rival. Though, if I am able to complete this, it will be the first time I own a whole continent in EU4. Which is a fun thought. Because previous times when I've tried to do a world conquest with Ottomans, I get close to eating all of India, but then I kind of bottle it and mess up. So, yeah. All of South America, baby. First South America, then the world. Though it is going to be a lot of waiting. Been debating, should I time skip? Because I understand wanting to skip everything, but I also like to just show that I am doing it, or what I'm doing, my thoughts. Maybe so I can improve as well. Because the first time skip I was thinking of was up to when we meet a European. Because once we meet a European, we snake all the way to their provinces. Well, that's interesting. I can't colonize you. Adjacent to one of your own provinces. I assume that's because we are inti and unreformed. I was thinking, because then it'd just be 2 provinces that we can just snake to, but now it'll be 3. Ooh, I just noticed they were gems. But yeah, which ones would I want to? I'd want to grab that one. So it'd probably be like that. Because more dev is more good, because more dev is more authority, and more authority is more good. More good is more good. Now everyone's happy. It's the slow colonize game. Ooh. Those look like rebels, not European. Especially because we're nowhere near it. Military advisor. He's gone. Ka-chink. I kind of want either less cost or more discipline or more morale or something like that. Please? Yeah, maintenance will do. He's more expensive. Oh, that's because I haven't given these ones their thing. So current morale is 2.48. Oh, F. For current morale is 2.48. The Europeans will be something on like 4, maybe 4.5. And we can't rely on numbers because they have that, or they won't have that over us initially. So we need to somehow make use of the fact that there'll be a time where they won't be able to reinforce properly. So we'll have to properly snake to their colonies and to their thingies and stuff. How much is that? 900 points. Yeah, that's definitely a waste. Unless the Europeans show up. Or we reach max points. Because I think if we reach max points, it's either develop something which will basically waste about as much. Yeah, 87. And that's with prosperity, which is reduced by 10%. It's not worth it. So I think the tech is probably much more worth it because it's only it basically increases the cost by half, the base cost by half. Yeah, so we get roughly 83. They're at tech 7. 2, so level 4 is 3, so they're at 3, and then they probably have some form of ideas up to tech 7, so they have like there you go, morale plus 15%. If they went defensive, and then you get like, you know, maybe another plus 10% from a advisor, and maybe ideas, because Castile has, I think, morale in their ideas, or it might be France. So what idea group are we going to get after expansion? Maybe offensive? Offensive is a good choice because it's kind of a good balance of all the things you'll want from a mill idea. So you get better siege, better generals, faster recruitment of troops, better troops, more troops. It is the pretty good balance, I think. And then you maybe combine that with quantity, so you get a lot more troops that are, you know, slightly better than normal quality. So 1838, right, yep, tech up in that. I really didn't like clicking that button though. Oh yeah, they're gonna have 25, they're gonna have almost 1 mil tactic above me. That's not good. Though we are almost at next, oh, almost halfway to the next reform, that's the word I was trying to say. God, that's gonna take forever. And I should have just waited. I should have just marched my army over and then challenged them. Stupid boy. Settle the issue. I don't want to give them autonomy, because autonomy gets rid of my authority, apparently. Oh, there we go, we got that one. May as well statify it. Gonna get you. And then we're gonna snake. Ooh, that's spreading nice. Really? In 1487? Oh, past us, that's very good. Even more men living there, and women. There we go, present. So it's now present in all of my home state, which is very good. If it'll spread to a cloth province, which is there, or there, I can, oh, that's mountains as well. They're both mountains. Is it all your jungle, your grasslands. You are coastal desert. That probably affects the cost, but not as much as 35. Ah, 35 is the same. Darn. Hopefully we'll get cloth like here. Because if we get cloth there, that's a very nice province to develop an institution. What about you? Mountains. Mountains. It's all mountains. It's all mountains. So that's not exactly the best situation. Though we do have quite a bit of dev, which is good. We're almost at Panama as well, which is close to the Caribbean trade node, which is the best one for the Americas. Probably set that to my home node as well. In order to facilitate the rapid expansion of our empire, it's necessary to create a new class. By formalising the needs for everyone to supply soldiers. Nah, yeah, I guess. Life in the army will harden them again. Bold. Come on. Tick. No? Yeah, there we go. I thought it was. Give me more land. Then I'll give the nobility primacy. More points, more good. More land, more good. More tech, more good. More is more good. Very good. So we are almost at the same amount of dev as European countries, which is nice. 69, nice. Right, I think I'm probably going to get one more reform, potentially. Maybe not this episode, but I'm debating next episode either cutting to me having colonised these two provinces and then we do this war, or me having just keep colonising till I get a European next episode. Like, that's what we'll start at, me coming into contact with the European. So yeah, if anyone has any opinion on that, comment it. Oh, naval supplies. You have no effect on the development. Oh, and we lost a mill leader. Why is it the guy who always leads this one that dies? Ooh, a shock general. But I have little to no fire pips. Very nice. Yeah, that'll take a little bit of time. Yeah, I don't think we'll have enough time to get the next reform. And based on from what I said, if you do want to see, if you want to see this war, or if you want to see me skip to this war, say so. If you want to see me skip to getting a European, say so. Or if you want, we should just, stay as it is, say so. And then I'll take that on board. But until then, I'll see everyone in the next episode, where hopefully we'll be able to colonise everything. But yeah, if you liked it, click like. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to see more when it comes out, click the bell that doesn't exist. It's not even a noise. There should be a noise or something. Like, even Animist has a noise. Ugh. And again, if you want to say anything about it, if you want to shout at me, whatever, go into the comments and argue, whatever. But yeah, I'll see everyone in the next episode. Bye bye.